Hello there. Sadiq Khan needs to spend his time on London Mayoral duties, not travelling to Brussels to try and undermine our government negotiations and redefining Brexit by pushing an unworkable personal scheme. Firstly, as ever, please kick that YouTube algorithm up the jacksie by giving this video a big, fat like. And I'm always uploading new content, so please do check back daily. So the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan, has written to Boris Johnson and gone over to Brussels to meet with the EU Parliament President David Sassoli and the EU Chief Brexit Negotiator Michel Barnier to try and set up some sort of bespoke associate EU citizenship system for individual UK citizens who want to stay a part of the EU. Given the large number of pro-EU voters in London, you would be forgiven for thinking that a London mayoral election was in the offing in May, wouldn't you? Now, the idea of Khan's little concoction is that those who successfully apply would either get a new passport or they would have a visa-style stamp in their UK passports. But true EU citizenship is derived from being a citizen of one of the EU 27 full member states. So what these people would get would be an inferior kind of EU citizenship. And for citizens within the EU 27, their EU citizenship cannot be revoked, unless they renounce their EU member state citizenship first. But associate citizenship would probably be different, and therefore once again inferior. Now at the moment, being an EU citizen costs us money, in the form of, for example, the £8.9 billion net we paid into the system in 2018. So one assumes those seeking associate membership of the EU will shoulder their fair share of the black hole the Brussels finances are left with because of Brexit. After all, we're constantly told you can't have the benefits of membership without paying in, aren't we? But those holding associate citizenship would have no vote on how much they could be charged for it or how frequently. And I'll give you one guess as to which EU figure fully supports Khan's idea. Yes, you've got it, Belgian MEP Guy Verhofstadt. Mr Verhofstadt is never very far away from any wheeze, however absurd, to try and prevent the UK achieving a proper Brexit. Now Sadiq Khan said, "Like so many Londoners, I am heartbroken that we are no longer a member of the European Union, but that doesn't mean our country's future can't be closely linked with the rest of Europe. The Prime Minister says his job is to bring the country together and move us forward, and I cannot think of a better way of reconciling the differences between British voters who wanted to leave and the millions of Londoners and British nationals who still feel and want to be European. There would be support from millions of Londoners and British nationals who are devastated they are losing their rights as EU citizens. As the UK and EU start their next phase of negotiations, I want this issue of associate citizenship to be at the heart of talks about our future relationship." And arch-EU federalist Guy Verhofstadt said, "The Maastricht Treaty created the concept of European citizenship, and I am in favour of using this now as a basis for people who want to keep their link with Europe. It is the first time in the history of our union that a member state leaves, but it is not because the UK government wanted exit that individual citizens have to lose their connection with the continent." But in his attempts to spin, Verhofstadt makes two errors. The first is that in truth this is EU citizenship, not European citizenship. And secondly, he omits to mention that the majority of UK voters ordered the government to take the UK out of the EU. It wasn't something the UK government did because it wanted to do it. So Sadiq Khan, you know, the London mayor with that enviable track record on crime figures, yes, that Sadiq Khan, has come up with an essentially symbolic plan that would probably require a massive upheaval in EU law with a new EU 27 treaty with the UK to allow a few people to try and claim they are still in the EU, when the truth of it is that while they are in the UK, the EU will have no bearing whatsoever on their lives. Maybe our not-so-esteemed London mayor should spend more time in the office dealing with pressing domestic issues, those issues that really matter to Londoners. My final message to Sadiq Khan is that when the UK was taken into the EU without a referendum and came under the ECJ with an EU Parliament and an EU executive in the form of the EU Commission, and we were all forced to become EU citizens to boot, including Her Majesty the Queen, I might add, I don't remember Brexiteers being given an opt-out from any of that. Do you? No, far from it. We were told to like it or lump it. Anyway, if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it. So what do you think about this sorry little plan of Sadiq Khan's? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. And thank you very much for watching.